But I know that my father was very religious, and he took me aside, and he said, the Torah says that in cases of peril or an emergency, you should ask a small child for advice. I'm asking you, do you think we should go to the railroad track? Or should we try to hide in this ghetto and see if we could get out and go back to the bunker? He says, they say we're going to go to work. So I said, I remember what I said. I said, if you think you go to work, go to the track. If you feel that they will not give you work but they'll kill you, stay here and look for a bunker. So my father was thinking, and he says, this is neither here nor there. Okay, he says, you know what? I will go with your mother to the tracks because we are young, we'll probably go to work. You stay with your aunt, which my Aunt Sarah had Aryan papers. And she said she would try to get out of the ghetto, legally, because she had these Christian papers and she looked very Christian, so there was no problem. He says, let her take you along as a child, say, it's my child, and try, when you get out, to go back to Mrs. Chicha, to the bunker. And then we'll probably all survive. And this is what happened. So they went to the tracks, and suddenly they're back. Their trains were so full, they said, you have to come tomorrow. Well, it was kind of hopeful sign. Maybe that's it, maybe they'll change their minds. They did not. That night, I remember my mother said to me, come, I'm going to cut your hair, because I don't know when I'm going to see you again. I don't want you to get lice. I had long braids. And she cut my hair, and she told me, keep yourself clean and all this, and probably I'll see you again. But it was very sad when she was cutting my hair. It's something that stayed with me.
Did she say anything else to you?
She was just hugging me and kissing me. But the next day, my father said to me, I want to talk to you. He said, always remember that you are a Jew. He says, whatever happens, remember that. And remember your name. Because I hope we all will survive. But in case you don't see me and you survive, go to Jerusalem, because we have a cousin there. And his name is Silberberg. The street is Alfasi 31, Jerusalem. And he made me repeat it many times. I was 9 years old, so I could repeat it, Alfasi 31, Jerusalem. And you tell him your name is Silberberg, tell him who you are, and he will take you in. That was so sad for me. But then we got dressed, and my mother, I remember, put a kerchief on, which she normally didn't wear kerchiefs. She put a kerchief on, and she left the hut with my father, and we actually left together, my aunt and I, and my father and mother. To the tracks was to one side, and to go away to the gate where the SS was standing, guarding the ghetto, was another side, just the opposite direction. And I remember my father turned around, and I turned around to look, and I wanted so much. My mother should turn around, but she didn't. She just walked straight away. That was the last time I ever saw them.